Hey everybody, it's Glidercat, and we're on to episode 5 of Factory Town Campaign 2. Let's get back to where we were and push on through. Let's take a look at our victory conditions again, see how we're doing with the sandwiches, if we've met that. Nope, not even close. All right, we've got 38 more sandwiches to make, but those are being made, so we're covered there. Let's look at these. We built the forester, so that's all taken care of. We're going to get to the happiness later. We'll do that last. Let's look at these warm coats. What do we need for those? We need wool, leather, and shirts. Wow. Okay. Wool is going to take a pasture, and so is leather. So we're going to need to free up some workers somehow. We have the pipes. We are going to need to free up workers. And I think at the workshop, at the lumber mill, actually, we built some pipes. We've got 10 in storage, in the output storage, but I can't use those until we move them to general inventory. So I've got a wagon sitting way over here, idle. Just for the time being, we're going to have him take pipes and move them to our base. And I'm going to use those pipes to free up some workers. First one we're going to free up is this guy over here. So we've got a worker over here delivering water. I'm going to pull him off, click on him. I'm just going to delete him. See ya. I'm going to click on my inventory bar over here. I'm going to add pipes just so I can see if we've got them in storage. There we go. 8. And so here's how we use pipes. I've got a well, and I can see the output is headed towards the building, which is good. I'm going to go to build, pipes. And there's 2 steps to this. One, you need a fluid pipe connector. So I'll click on that, and I'll just drop that down. And it's kind of in between. I'm kind of hovering over the block in between 2 things, and it's going to connect this connector right to the well. Boom. Whilst I've done this. Okay, the ground is level. That looks good. Let's try a pipe. Go to build menu, pipes, choose a fluid pipe. And again, I'm just going to click over that same block that lies between the house and the well. Boom. And now let's see if this guy's getting water. Okay. And you know what? What just occurred to me is we were only using water for the paper. And on this map, we're done with paper. We don't even need it. I'm going to delete this pipe connector. And that's actually a pipe. It's kind of just a block. And if you hover over it, you can kind of see the water. I'm just going to click that and see. I wonder if I can delete that. I'm going to go into the build menu, pipes. And sometimes if you select the pipe and then you hover over and you right click, it'll delete things. So I just deleted that pipe. Escape. So we don't need water there, so I'm not going to bother with it. We do need water down at these 2 pastures. I've got this well here that I'm not using, so I'm going to choose the move tool. I could just delete it and rebuild it, and it would be the same thing, but let's just use the move tool for the heck of it. Click on the move tool, click on the well, and I'm going to bring this guy down here, and we're going to see how the pipes work. And I'm purposely going to leave this guy maybe 2 blocks away just so we can better see how those pipe connectors work. So I'll drop the well. And we're going to free up some more workers here. Let's get water to this pasture. I'm going to take the worker that is currently delivering water. I'm just going to delete him. Let's go back to the build menu. We'll go to pipes. We'll go to fluid pipe connector. And again, I'm going to click on let's see here. I got to rotate this, it looks like. So I'm going to click the R key. And as soon as I do that, and I hover over this block, you can see where my mouse pointer is. It shows the fluid pipe connector connecting automatically to the well. So let's drop that down. Boom. And now I still have the fluid pipe connector selected. And if I look at the far bottom left, it looks like it's not even showing that this costs anything. So these, I guess, are free. But I'm hovering over the block. You can see where I'm at in front of the pasture. I'm just going to click again. So now I've got 2 pipe connectors. I'll just hit escape to clear that build menu. I'll go back to build pipes. I'll select the fluid pipe. And now this is kind of a click and drag. So I'm going to click on the well, the block in front of the well, and I'm going to drag over to the block in front of the pasture. And so basically joining those 2 connectors. And as soon as I let up on the left mouse button, boom, now you can see that water is traveling through that pipe. I'm just going to hit escape to clear the pipe build menu. And if I look at the pasture, it's got all its water, and we just freed up a worker. So let's do the same thing here. We got this guy delivering water. I'm just going to click on him and delete him. See ya. I got this well over here I'm not using. I'm just going to use the move tool again. Build, tools, move tool. We'll click on that well, and we'll bring him over to this pasture. Doop, doop. And we're going to do the same thing. What the heck is that guy doing? So that guy... All right, let's drop this well, and I'll show you what I was thinking about here in a second. I'm going to drop this one real close so we can see how it works when the well is real close. Got my well placed. I escape out of the move tool. I'm going to go to the build menu, pipes, fluid pipe connector, and I'm going to rotate this. Boom. Click on the block in front of the well. Boom. Click on the block in front of the pasture. Boom. Looks like this might be on an incline. Oh no. Okay, let's see. You can see I built that a little bit off center here. So let's go back to the build menu, fluid pipe connector. Here, I'm just gonna right click to delete that one. Boom, it's gone. Let's see how this is gonna work. Okay, we're on an incline here. Just see if I can place this on an incline. I've not done this before. I don't think it wants to take it. It's not the right block. Got a little bit of a challenge here because these pipe connectors, I think, need to be level. Let's just see. Let's pop it where I had it originally. Boom. I'm going to delete the other one. So back to the build menu, fluid pipe connector. I'm going to delete that one. Bear with me here. Let's see. Let's try that again. Build menu, pipes, fluid pipe connector. Come on. That one I want to delete. I'm going to escape out of this. I'm going to move the well over and see if we can angle a pipe. I've not done this before, so bear with me. I'm going to go back to the move tool. Tools, move tool. Let's take the well and let's move it back one just to make this a little easier to see. We'll go to the fluid pipe connector again. We'll drop that guy there. And let's just see if we can do a pipe on an angle. I'm not sure if we can and if it'll go uphill or not. We're going to find out right now. Build pipes, fluid pipe. Click on that. And again, it's a click and drag. So I'm clicking and dragging to this one. And it looks like it worked. All right. So look at that. Interesting. Let's just see if this guy's getting water. He is not. Let's see. Okay, so our pasture is not getting water. Why? It looked like it was showing water being delivered, but it just didn't do it, did it? I'm not sure where this guy's sending water. That pasture is not getting water. And I don't think we can build a well on a platform. All right. So I'm going to pause it here for a second and see if I can figure this out. I'll be right back. I figured this out. Let's take a look. So here's what it looks like when it's done. We've got the well and we've got a pipe that kind of snakes up into the other building. Let's start over so I can show you how this is done. If I can figure it out, if I can do it twice in a row. So I'm going to go to the build menu. I'm going to pick pipes and fluid pipe, and I'm just going to delete out all this pipe. Delete out all this pipe. I've got the well with the pipe connector already attached to it. Let's get out of that build menu. I'm going to go into pipes again and put the fluid connector onto the pasture, and that looks like that's right. So it shows it's going in, and it's right at where the fence is. Now I'm going to just right click to cancel that build menu. Go back to build, pipes, fluid pipe. You can see how we've got this vertical grid showing here, and that's going to allow me to build the pipes upward. So I'm first going to drop a pipe down on the ground. And now I'm going to drop another one on the ground, and I'm going to drag up 2 levels. And then I'm going to try and pick that square, click on it, and then drag over to the input. And then down at the bottom here, I'm going to drag over to that one because it looks like it didn't take. And now we've got it working. If we look at the inventory, there's our water being supplied to the pasture. And all of that, we did all that basically just to free up a worker. So now in the process of doing this, we freed up, looks like we've got 3 workers available. By using the wells and using these pipes, that allowed us to free up workers. We got this worker here who's gathering the chicken and bringing it to the store. Got another worker here who is taking the fertilizer over to the storage, and we needed that fertilizer to, if you remember, to build our little tree planters here. So let's do that because I said I was going to do it. So we've got a forester here. He's set up to build apple trees, but there's no place to build trees. And we've got this land here, but in order to plant trees, you have to place special tiles. If I go to farming and mining and I go to tree planter, it costs me 20 coins for 20 yellow coins for fertilizer and 4 planks. If I go back to our little inventory bar here and I choose fertilizer, you can see that our little guy has been storing fertilizer and we've got 52 of them available. So let's go ahead and drop a couple tree planters here just so you can see what this is about. So I'll pop these guys down. Drop, how about 6? All right. Now I've got the planters. Now I actually need to pick the trees, if I'm not mistaken. So if I go into farming mining and I say apple trees, it's cost me 50 yellow coins each. But I think these automatically replenish. So I'll drop an apple tree here. I've got tons of yellow coins. So let's go ahead and just plant all these trees. And notice they won't plant. If I don't have a planter, they're not going to plant for me. Forester has apples selected. So basically what we're going to do now, these, if I hover over them, they show that they're growing. They'll take a while to grow. Once they grow, the forester will automatically harvest the product. And then we could route those apples to probably to our food market if we wanted to. I don't really want to use up a worker for it. So I'm just going to let him stay there. In fact, I'm going to take the worker out of the school and we'll let this guy grow his apples until I need him. But I'm probably going to use that worker for something else. All right, let's see where we are in terms of our victory conditions. We know we got to build the fur coats. Let's just see, for out of curiosity's sake, where we are with the sandwiches. Looks like we need 16 more of those. It's going kind of slow because our farm is producing grain slow. I've only got 1 worker in there, but that's fine. Let's see the warm coats again. Wool, leather, and shirts. So wool, if I'm not mistaken, requires a pasture. Let's go build a pasture. click on the pasture. Let's just confirm that I can get wool out of this. Yeah. So wool and then leather. So we're going to need another pasture, or what we can do, let's just see if we can have a pasture. I believe these pastures can actually produce more than one item. So this guy's doing milk. If I have him do wool, he just needs animal feed and water for that. That's pretty easy. Let's just have him build that as well. And we can see the wool's being produced. And fur coats, where are those made? Did it say? Warm coat. So we're going to make warm coats here at the workshop. So I'm going to pick that recipe. I need wool, I need leather, and I need shirts. And shirts are also made here. So let's select that. And we need to bring some cloth over to here. And we're already producing it, so that's good. And I just need to make sure that that cloth doesn't get sold. So let's see where we're at here. Cloth. I've got 157. But in order for this workshop to make the warm coats, I've got to have the cloth in the inventory. So I want to stop delivering cloth. Here's my cloth delivery guy. I'm just going to move him over here. In fact, I'm going to delete him. And so basically we're going to save up some cloth in the workshop so that that cloth will be used to build the shirts. We can see we got a shirt inventory. We need to bring that wool over. So let's grab the wool. Boy, that is narrow. These guys are going to get blocked in. I know it. Let's drop a wagon. And we'll go to workers and wagon. And this guy's going to deliver our wool to the workshop. So I'll pick wool, boom, and send it to the workshop, boom. So now we've got the wool. We've got shirts being made right here. Cotton's being delivered. That's doing our cloth. I need leather. We can get leather from one of these pastures as well. Let's have this other pasture do leather. We'll select a recipe. Let's see if he needs anything special. No, nothing but animal feed and yellow coins. We've got tons of that. Let's have this guy do leather. And I don't know if I can get a cart. A cart has a way to get there. Let's do it. Let's see. Or a wagon. So, build, workers, wagon, boom. Let's grab leather and bring that to the workshop. Boom. Let's see if he can get there. Oh, look at that. He's able to go underneath our pipe there. Isn't that awesome? Cool. All right. I think we're good on the coats. Boy, that's awesome if that's the case. Our warm coats. There we go. Look, we've already got one in inventory. We need to either store these or sell them. Let's see if we can sell those at the general store. We can. So I just need a worker. 71 wood wheels. I know I'm going to need wood wheels later. So I'm going to use, so instead of using another wagon, I'm just going to drop a worker and have the worker take these coats and take them to the general store. And that should get us some red coins. Actually get us a lot of red coins. So we get 24 red coins for every warm coat. That's going to help increase the happiness. All right. What's left? We got our sandwiches being made. We got our warm coats being made. Let's look at those victory conditions. All right. We are getting close to being done with this one. We got the base up at level 4. We bought the school, the farm, and the forester. We have sandwiches. We need 10 more sandwiches to be made, and then we're done with that. We got warm coats are being made. We got 47 more of those to build. It's going to take a while. And now we need cloth conveyor belts. We need 50 of those. Those require cloth, wood wheels, and stone bricks. So we've made all that. So we're familiar with it. And it's made in the workshop. So let's take a look at the workshop. The workshop's making the cloth. Let's go ahead and add that recipe for a cloth conveyor belt. Boom. Earlier, we shut off the wood wheels. We're going to need those for the conveyor belt. So let's go ahead and turn that on. So now he's producing wood wheels as well. What we need to bring in that we don't have is stone bricks. So if we look at the inventory here, we don't have any stone bricks. So let's go get a worker to deliver some stone bricks. We got plenty of them in our inventory, and I think those are, where are they? We have some at the base. Yeah, they're all at the base. So let's grab a cart. Wagon. Why do I always say cart? I'm playing another game right now that I'm going to try and do a review for that uses carts. So that's why I keep saying cart. All right, let's grab our wagon. Boom, boom. And we need to bring stone bricks, boom, into the workshop. Now, the workshop is building 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different recipes. And because there's only one worker, it's going to go slow. I could add a worker. I've got 3 worker, or no, I've got 1. I've only got 1 worker left. Let's see. And we need to start thinking about the happiness. So right now, there's our cloth conveyor belt. There's a few things we need to have happen. We need to get our conveyor belts out of the output inventory here so that we can build 50 and it doesn't back up. The cloth conveyor belts, I don't believe those are sellable. So we can use them. We can use them to transport goods and free up a worker, but I don't really see a good place. We can actually use, boy, that would take forever though, to take conveyor belts and deliver that cotton because it's a long trek. It's a lot of conveyor belts. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to steal a worker. Boy, I just don't know where to steal from. Okay, let's grab this forester guy. So if we look here, we can see he's produced 10 apples for us. Just wondering what to do. Okay, if I look at the barn, I see we've got 100 logs and 100 stone, and I don't think we're using those at all. I think the only time, I don't think we're using any of that. So I got this worker here collecting stone. I'm going to repurpose him. And I'm going to delete him so that he drops his inventory. And I'm going to have that guy take care of our cloth conveyor belts and bring those into the base. All right. Well, let's wrap this one up here. A bit of a shorter episode, but we are nearing the final stretch and about to complete campaign 2 here in Factory Town. So for now, this is Glidercat signing off, saying I'll see you in the next one. And thank you so very much for sticking with me and watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.